Hiya Everybrony, I'm James the Pony Theorist, and welcome to my first ever show, Grade Ya. Okay, with my intro and the show's intro out of the way, let's get down to this. Well, with this episode, I'm gonna give ratings, and I am doing this completely off the cuff, and I'm gonna give each section ratings. That being, like, comedic effect, if it's needed, big reveals, animation, art style, music, if there is a song in the episode, and of course, voice acting. Okay, let's start off with the gags. Oh my god, guys, this, in my opinion, could be one of the best comedic episodes ever. All the jokes that they threw were good, and either made me laugh or made me chuckle, whatever. It got a rise out of me some way. From the Spike crushing the Pie family farm to old party favors, different balloon-based tricks, from the balloon bridge to the balloon binoculars. All of them were good. Even the ones that weren't really like normal jokes, but were still really funny. Like Rarity breaking into tears thinking that the absolutely awful drapes were nice. That was a funny character thing that they did. And I'm gonna have to say, so far, and this might change, I'm gonna go back and reevaluate each episode at the end of the season, but as for right now, for this season, I'm giving this episode, as far as the jokes and the comedic value, I'm giving it definitely an A. Okay, let's move on to the animation. The animation in this episode was great. It was great. It wasn't the best, it wasn't the worst, but it had its moments, like the balloon bridge section, which I'm going to be bringing up a lot because I think I absolutely loved it. It actually, when they were bouncing along, it actually looked like they were bouncing on the balloon bridge, and I am going to keep gushing about the balloon bridge over and over and over, because that thing was cool, man. Party Favor is my new best pony. And you know what? All the different subtle reactions that Starlight Glimmer did, oh my god, they were interesting and cool, and some were subtle. The creepy grins that everyone was giving, it really set the ominous vibe for the town really well. Once again, I'm going to talk about Party Favor, because the way he jumped out of the house and clinged to Starlight Glimmer's hooves was once again really cool and awesome. I think I've talked enough about animation for you guys to get it. I'm actually going to be giving it a B+. This episode was a B+ player when it came to animation. Well, the art style in this episode was very interesting, because instead of being My Little Pony's usual thing, the colours were really toned down because they'd lost their cutie marks. From the townspeople all having, I think the males only had one hairstyle and the females had like two. And it really brought you into the atmosphere of this town. There's something wrong with it. There's something clearly wrong with it. From the creepy smiles to the hair to the way they moved, everything was telling you red lights, massive red lights. Then there was the art design on Starlight Glimmer. That was beautiful. She's a beautifully designed character. From her cutie mark to her hair to her colours, they all work for her. I'm gonna bring our favourite pony up again, Party Favor. His actual design with his cutie mark was amazing and really his cutie mark was really detailed and awesome. It was only up for a few seconds, but the few seconds I got to see it, it was like, oh, that's really cool and interesting. His main design is really crazy. I see him being shipped with Pinky very heavily. The snowboarder dude, he was really good. Double Diamond, that's his name. Yeah, he was also another cool character. A lot of cool, awesome characters. I'm saying cool a lot. Double Diamond would be proud of me. Yeah, I think a lot of them are gonna get a lot of fan art really quick. So if the judge of whether an episode did really well on art is based upon how much fan art comes out of it, I'd have to give this one right now and another A. I'm giving this episode a lot of high ratings. I'm not meaning to, it's just happening. Okay, now let's get on to music. Music was... I'm gonna stress something here. I'm not gonna be going for quantity over quality, because this episode really only had one song, and it was right at the start. But the song set up the town and how and the ominous feel and how Starlight Glimmer was as a pony so well that I have to go and say it. This song, which I don't know the name yet because they haven't told us. The Equality Anthem, something like that. That could really be one of the more better songs for a season opener I've seen in a very long time. For the simple fact that it did everything it needed to do, it didn't overstay its welcome, and it gave us a lot of great visuals. I'm gonna have to give this one... there's another B+ player in this episode, and that would be the music. Okay, as far as big reveals, we got actually a couple. Starting off with, obviously, the magical plot device that is the plot table, or the friendship table, or... You know what? I'm gonna leave the naming of that thing to people who are much better at naming things, like Sweetie Belle, not Belle, Sweetie Bloom. Crikey! You Sweetie and your name get it wrong all the time. There's also the lovely introduction of Starlight Glimmer and the entire town. We don't have a name for that. That's another thing. We need names for these places and things, people. Get on that. That's not my job. I'm first reaction here. The other thing we got revealed was the Cutie Mark Vault, and that thing looked kind of like cool. At first I thought it was going to be like this big thing that scrolled and such, like a big screen, and then it was like, oh no, it's an actual vault that they would have to expand at some point. The next big thing is the fact that Starlight Glimmer actually had a Cutie Mark that entire time, and she fooled everyone in the town to think that she didn't, and yet she was still using magic. And I'm going to bring this up because people bring it up all the time. Ponies are dumb as bricks sometimes. A lot of the times. Okay, all the time. They're dumb. But we are too. We humans, we do stupid things all the time. Anyway, as far as the big reveals, I'm gonna grade that a. You know what? I'm gonna give it a B. A modest B. It seems like we're down to the last thing, that being voice acting. Oh boy, the voice acting in this episode. It was actually surprisingly good. I'm not counting the main six here. We all know what Tabitha St. Germain and Andrea Libman and Tara Strong, we know what they can do. They're really good at what they do. They're really into these characters. We can just look over them. Unless they do something really bad, and then I'm gonna hound them. But the new voice actors, like the voice actors for Double Diamond, and once again, he's coming up again and again and again, Party Favor and Starlight Glimmer, all their voice actors were so good, and I expected them to be good, but not as good as they were. And like when Starlight Glimmer was trying to hold the crowd and such, her voice actor actually did an amazing job, and actually made me start going, for a second, going, yeah, I believe her. Wait, no, this isn't right. And, oh boy, I'm gonna mention him again, Party Favor. He's a rival to the Heart of Pinkie Pie. I'm sorry, Cheese Sandwich, but I'm shipping them now. Party Pie all the way. That is the shipping name now. I'm sorry, sweetie. I'm stealing your thunder, but I'm calling it. The shipping name of Party Favor and Pinkie Pie is Party Pie. Well, I'm gonna have to give this an A+. Another big thing. Okay. Yeah, definitely an A+. I'm going with the A+, yeah, that's it. Well, here we are, at the end. this will be where I'm gonna give you guys my final thoughts on it. From everything I've just told you, this episode is probably going to be getting... I'm gonna give it an A. There were so many A's, I think a couple of A pluses, nothing below a B. I think the B was my lowest score I gave for this two-parter. This episode was amazing. I loved it. I'm gonna give it my best. It is the best two-parter opener ever. I love it. It is so very good. Well, everyone, I will be seeing you next week for episode 3. I don't know the name, I don't have it on me right now. I will be getting better at this the more I do it. You'll be seeing the evolution of Greyja as I evolve it, change it, rearrange it. See you guys next time. Don't forget to put a comment in the description, like, favorite, you know the drill. But I really would love any advice you guys can give me for how I can improve Greyja, because this isn't only my project, I'm here with you guys. Without you guys, I'm just yelling out into the great void. But with you listening and bringing in feedback, I can improve this, make this even better. Stay brony, my friends. You know the old saying that everyone says, stay brony, stay pony, whatever you want. And as always, I'm James the Pony Theorist. Keep your mind active, and it will never fail you.